This is a cliff full of treasures. A humanoid ruby is slowly taking shape. However, since it hasn't fully developed consciousness yet, and due to the harsh growing conditions, the chances of them successfully giving birth are 1 in 10,000. So far, there are only 28 gem people in this continent. They have no gender, but each of them has a devilishly perfect body. Tall, long legs, beautiful long hair, and sparkling eyes. Their only task in life is to eliminate the moon people who enjoy collecting gems. 2 gem people had just become the targets of the moon people's collection, only to be wiped out by a bald man named King Kong with a single snap of his fingers. He is the strongest gem person on this continent. Everyone calls him Teacher. At his unconscious roar, the surrounding phosphophyllite couldn't withstand the terrifying pressure and instantly shattered into fine pieces. It turns out that phosphophyllite has a hardness of only 3.5, making it the softest gem among all gem people. To give phosphophyllite a job, Teacher King Kong assigned him the task of writing a natural history. Do you know how to repair damaged gems here? As long as the right parts are connected, the tiny organisms within them will help the wounds gradually heal. As long as the gem hasn't turned to dust, the wounds can heal quite quickly. For aesthetics, doctors apply a layer of foundation to cover up their body. Phosphophyllite, freshly repaired, couldn't stay still for a second. He didn't want to be a biologist. He wanted to go to the battlefield just like the other gem people. Toad gently offered his long knife. And phosphophyllite almost had to undergo surgery again. Seeing his negative combat power, phosphophyllite understood the mission he couldn't escape from. In Toad's view, Cinnabar is the only gem person who understands coastal life forms. Generally, gem people act during the day, because at night, without the energy from the sun, they move slowly and are not fit for night operations. However, Cinnabar's ability to concentrate light made him the only candidate for a night patrol. But because his body is poisonous, any gem person who comes into contact with him has the affected part turn non-reflective, which is commonly known as tissue necrosis and must be cruelly amputated. So, until now, Cinnabar has had no friends. Phosphophyllite decided to go to the seaside to find Cinnabar, but at that moment, the moon people arrived. Fortunately, Cinnabar saved him. Otherwise, Phosphophyllite would have been captured. The moon people continued to release countless sword strikes, but Cinnabar's defense blocked them completely. Seeing the little grass he had polluted, he abandoned his defense, and a golden leaf carried the moon people away. But with no footing, he fell off the cliff. Phosphophyllite ignored the poison contamination on his body and tried to save him, but lost his grip when Cinnabar held on. When he returned with his arm, Phosphophyllite relaxed. In the end, Cinnabar managed to grab Phosphophyllite, preventing him from falling, but his own arm broke. It turned out that he was the most fragile among all gem people. His hardness was only 2.0. Until then, Cinnabar had lived alone. Cinnabar had enough of it. His poisonous nature made him unwelcome among other gem people. A famous doctor once studied Cinnabar, but was too careless, and his right arm was corroded by poison, eventually requiring amputation. After losing part of his body, some of the gem people's memories were lost as well. Now, Phosphophyllite had also been affected by Cinnabar's vast poison, and although